Hello guys, welcome to Jim Will Shave. And why did I just say hello like that? I don't know. Nose is funny, still blocked up, still got the lurgy, but feeling a little bit better at the moment. I did actually manage to sleep last night, but only the night before that was rough, and the night before that was rough. I think I had 1 hour's sleep. So I think I'm over the worst of it. I think I'm on the mend, but I still sound a little bit funny. Okay, today I come to you from, this is a bit cockeyed here. I come to you from the Republic of Ireland, near a town called Letterkenny, up in Ulster, in the north of Ireland. And today I'm going to be using my Opgress, the Merkur Opgress. It's a Progress, but the plastic knob's been removed and it's been replaced with this metal one. There we go. There's the Merkur Opgress. Nice and shiny. Nice size handle. Good in the hand. Not the grippiest of razors, because all you've got is these like flutes here, these columns. A bit like a Roman column, I suppose it is. So that's the razor today. So for today, another one from Chuck. Zingari Mann, the Soloist. Zingari Mann, the Soloist. And I've got some notes down here for that. There's not a lot, because there's not a lot of notes in it, but you might like to know, so I'm going to tell you. Right, it's traditional Lavering shaving soap, sago formula, and it's tallow based, scented with spicy, boozy fragrance reminiscent of classic cocktails and classy clubs created exclusively for West Coast shaving. Reminiscent of classy cocktails and classy clubs, say? Well, I don't get that, because I mustn't have been to many classy clubs, but I find the scent strength is very weak, maybe less than 2 to my nose. I'm not getting a lot of scent from that at all. I can't even, very faint. I couldn't put it down to a boozy smell or reminiscent of a classy nightclub. No way. Before lavering and after lavering. There's something there. Not a lot, but yeah. Doesn't smell boozy to me. Alright. Blade I'm going to be putting in the Opgress. It's going to be the Euromax. There's the Euromax there. And double wrapped, there's the Euromax, nice Indian blade, 2 wrappers you see. But before doing that, I'm going to have to put these goggles on to fit the blade. Now this is a snag with the Opgress. You do need good eyesight, because then you can make out the little triangle there in the light, like a little arrow, little triangle. Yeah, can you see it? It's something minute. Now just above that triangle, on the actual top cap itself, there's a line. And you can make that out either. Yeah, just the light's just catching it there. The triangle at the base and a slight line at the top of the base cap. That line has to be aligned with this triangle here. Otherwise, the top cap's the wrong way around. See the other side of the top cap? There's nothing there at all. Nothing there whatsoever. Of course, this goes for the Merkur Progress as well, because it is the same razor, just with the knob changed. Okay, let's fit the blade. We unscrew till you feel it's very loose. Just keep turning a little bit at a time until the top cap actually comes away like thus. That's what we're left with. See these nice long lava channels here. No drainage holes underneath, just these nice long lava channels. Right, more fingers and thumbs, my own tripod's in the way of me. Take the blade, the Euromax, just drop it on top. And palm in hand, making sure you get the top cap with the little line on there, and making sure when you pick up the main razor to get the bit with the little triangle on there, and they're both on the same polarization. Tighten up. As you can see, there's the triangle at the base, and there's a little line at the top of the top cap. Very important. Another thing here that you have to, I think you can see that quite easily, yeah? It's slightly out of focus at the moment. See that little dot there? It's not painted, it's just a little dot. You need good light to see it. That's your indication to tell you what setting you're on. But as this was a Progress and is now an Opgress, there's no numbers. No numbers. So it's all guesswork. So what I do is, I use these grooves. You see these grooves? I use the wider groove as a solid number, i.e. 1, 2, 3, whatever. And I use a narrow groove as a half number. So 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, and thus. That's the only way I can work out. So it's all guesswork. So if you do get this razor or have this razor, it's for the first few times it is trial and error. So I'm going to assume that's on 1 now, which is on the big wide setting just underneath the dot. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And a half. 3.5. So I've gone to the third wide channel, then right next to that I've gone to a narrow channel, and I'm calling that 3.5. Just my thing, and don't really see what that's done to the gap, but we've got a decent gap there, haven't we? So let's get down to business. Of course, each time I change the settings, it's going to have to be a spectacles job. Right, just got some lukewarm water here. Just wet the whiskers, which are feeling quite prickly and stiff at the moment. Let's bounce them open up again on the old lid. Don't worry about it. Zip of it. Whipped up in my Chinese soup bowl with the Yorkie 28mm tuxedo. Okay, I'm getting some more scent now. Now I'm actually larding right underneath the nostrils, below the nostrils. But I can't say it's boozy. Okay. Picking something up now. But there again, the scent might be replicating a booze that I don't drink. You know, it could be representing Alka-Pops or something like that, and I'm looking for a whiskey or a pale ale scent. It is, of course it is strong out on the face, but I still can't associate it with boozy. Okay, Merkur Opgress, setting 3.5 Euromax blade with the grain. I've just shaved the dome. There's a couple of little evers that have been missed by the leaf up there, you can hear them. And you can hear by that blade chatter that I've got one hell of a blade gap on here. And using the settings this way, I'm probably using settings that I wouldn't do if I had a proper dial on it, a proper knob on it with arranged numbers. Wouldn't like to go against the grain on this with this setting. In fact, I'm not feeling too comfortable with it with the grain. I suppose a really wise thing to do would be to knock it down. Dial it down a bit. So today, I took my people to Donegal town. I'm actually in County Donegal now, Letterkenny. Today we actually visited the town of County Donegal. Of course, it's called Donegal. And the weather held up quite well. So quite nice. So we got to Donegal because the weather was so nice. I got the passengers onto a boat trip. So I am being quiet because I can feel how aggressive this feels on this setting 3.5 of mine, or the setting that I've chose to call 3.5. Probably, in real terms, it's probably setting 15 or something, you know. Now, Donegal, best way to see the splendid, rugged, very scenic coastline, cliffs, etc. Best way to see it is from a boat. That's what I did. Took them, put them on a boat. They paid for it, obviously. Do a slickness test. Not mucking around. That's Euromax on this setting. Taking it down, no problem whatsoever. Yes, so I enjoyed that visit, and I stumbled upon a little bakery, O'Hara's I think it was called, and I went in there for a small lunch. So I went in and had a croque monsieur. Yeah, I had a croque monsieur, even though I'm in Ireland. And I did order a rhubarb crumble for afters. Croque monsieur was so big, it took me so long to eat. I thought, no way, am I going to get that rhubarb crumble down? So I opted out of that. And it turns out, because I'm a tourist bus driver, the nice lady at the bakery let me have my food and drink for free, which is a very shrewd move. Because next time I'm in the area, I tell my passengers how good this establishment was, how cheap the food is and how good the food is. I send them in there, and a good working relationship. Okay, so I'm on setting 3.5 now. hands are wet. This is a tricky thing. It's not that easy to handle this razor when your hands are wet and slippy. So you've got to look for that little dot again. So I'm down to 3 and 2.5 for across the grain. But I did have a little bit of an incident today on the way to where I go. There was a road closed. Oh no, Japanese flag. I had to divert. And it left me in a position where I needed to take, I was at a T-junction, I had to take a tight left-hand turn. So I needed to take up all the room on the other side of the road. And I couldn't perform this action quickly. This feels so much more smooth now. I've knocked it down. Oh, sorry, I was getting carried away with myself then. So I couldn't perform this manoeuvre very quickly at all. So, what am I doing going against the grain? I'm only in a town. I'm not in a rural area, so the speed limit's very, very low anyway. 50 kilometres per hour. So I started crawling out this road I'm in. I see a car at a distance, he's a fair way off. But I've had to slow down even more because of the tight position I'm in. My car approaching from my left, he stops to give me the room I needed to swing in. Which is good. Bear in mind I'm already halfway out on the road now. And this car that's come up from the right, previously, I think he's intending to cut in front of me when I'm performing my manoeuvre. No, I don't see him after that. But anyway, here's this. He's on his own. Straightens up. I'm away. Overtakes me. Sounds his horn again. Jumps in front of me. And he's pumping his arm out the window and he's gesticulating and calling me all sorts of things, you know. Okay, I'm in the bloke's country. It's his country, it's not my country, so I'm not going to make a scene. I'm going to let him get away because it's in his country. But he just kept going on and on. And he slowed right down in front of me. And, oh, there's loads left here. Slickness test. Yeah, so he's doing about 20 kilometres an hour in front of me. He's thinking it's winding me up. It wasn't, so I didn't give a stuff. I had loads of time. But he's doing all this out the window and the rest of it. I mean, what did he achieve? He slowed himself down. He slowed me down, but I didn't care. I had loads of time. I'd left the hotel early anyway. Everyone was ready early. So it didn't really bother me in the slightest. It was amusing my passengers actually. They were busy taking photographs. Well, I videoed them myself. So he just made himself look an arse. But he'll go on to his wife and he'll say, oh, you should have seen what I did to this Englishman. this British culture. I hate the British people in my country. That's probably what it was. He's probably anti-British. Hated the British. Didn't want to see the British Mozart in the Republic of Ireland. Right, I'm going to leave it on that setting because that felt very mild. And we go against the grain. You ever come across any idiots like that, road rages? I love it when they give it to you and all the rest of it, and further down the road you come to some red traffic lights. And you get out and you see them panic. They lock all the doors. And you just have to go to the car, don't you? You're not so big now, are you, arsehole? I've seen a few guys make themselves look stupid in front of the wife, you know. Now, I only wound this razor down a little. It's a totally different shape from excavating snow. It's gone from a super aggressive feel to a nice safe feel. Ooh, that's right down to the bone. I don't know if I should tell you this or not, someone just smoked in mine. It was years ago, I was in Bristol. Now in the UK, there's an express bus service, intercity, takes people all national, all over the UK. And it's called National Express, or as we used to call it, the drivers, National Distress. I remember we had to move. We were going from one end of the country to the other. We really had to push it. I was in Bristol this one night, rush hour, and I'm flying past all the traffic and jumping in and out of bus lanes and doing everything to make progress and stick to timetable. But I'm a professional driver, so in my opinion, I wasn't being dangerous. I wasn't there to scare anybody. I was just there to make progress. Anyway, there was this young lad. He took offence, and we come to a traffic jam, and he decides he's going to jump out of his car and give me the riot act. He's going to remonstrate with me. So he runs up. His wife's sitting there. She actually got out of the car. She stood beside the car looking at her hero boyfriend, hero husband, or whatever it was. He comes up to my coach and he's saying, "You're mental, you are, you're mental, you are." And I just like opened the door and stood there and went, "Yeah, I know." And he just went, in his car, away. Slickness, very good. Oops, daisy, sorry about that. Slick some wincing. Good clean shave. Now, I wouldn't say it was my best shave of late, but was a good one. Well, if your head's still on your shoulders after the shave, it's always a good one, isn't it? Post shave feel. BBS all over. Got a nice waxy feel that I like. What I mean by waxy feel, put your hands there and just, your fingers don't slip off. That's a good shave to me. BBS completely. No irritations, just one little tiny weeper there. So happy with that. The muzzle, completely BBS. Right, for afters. Brutal, man, it's brutal. Picked this up in France, I do believe. I thought, wonder, it's called brutal, I thought. I wonder if it smells of brute. It does, doesn't it? It smells of brute, but it's even stronger. I'm gonna put a little, it's also if it makes sense. Very citrusy and floral. But also gives me a hit of tobacco. But it's, yeah, there's definitely got the definitely got brute in there, the brute scent. Brute and tobacco. Oh, there's a thought. Okay, lovely. Cap that up and do the recap. Time we're on. Loads of time before dinner, guys. Loads of time before dinner. Okay. Razor to use today was the Merkur Opgress. My setting 3.5 for with the grain. Went down to my setting 2.5 for the cross and against. Well, stuff. Tiny some weepers in there. I had the Euromax platinum coated stainless blade from India. So for today was a sample sent from Chuck's shaving channel. That was Zingari Mann, the Soloist. Today's brush, a 28mm Yaki Tuxedo. I can't remember what I've named this brush. I think I might have named it Mahogany. I can't remember. But I've taken them to give them my own names rather than use the ones that the Yaki have given them, because some of them are so tricky to remember. Right, that's all finished off. We're brutal. Picked up from somewhere in France. In fact, let's see if we've got any more info on this just before I pop off. Oh, Eau de Cologne. Oh, it's not aftershave, it's Cologne. Yeah, brutal classic. Might pick this up in Poland, thinking about it. Okay, fellas, lads, ladies, gents. Oh, sorry about the light on the dome as well. There's one big enormous light above my head, and I can't turn it off because there's no other light in here, so I do apologise for that. Thanks for watching us, this video. Thanks for all the recent likes, comments, discussions, new subscriptions, old subscriptions. I appreciate you all. Okay guys, you all stay safe. See you further down the line. Bye bye now.